Mark your homepage, motherboard. I've got a 9 on the encryptor chip.
Then you'll be able to eliminate the virus hacker gave me.
You can bet your baud rate on it, motherboard. Uh-oh, backspace.
What is it? What's wrong?
It's hacker.
Wow! Slow down!
Not till you my hands on Dr. Marbles! Ah!
I can't shake him, motherboard.
What are you going to do?
A sight warp. It's my only chance.
Be careful.
Happy hologram, Dr. Marbles!
What?
Good evening.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, how come you guys don't have your costumes on yet?
Jackie's on information overload.
Last year, I wrote down which homes gave me what candy. So this year, I can go right to the streets that give me the most chocolate.
Boy, a regular chocolate monster.
But I'm totally disorganized. Oh!
Emergency! Emergency!
Motherboard!
What's wrong?
What's happening?
Need help. Got to get to Castle Blanca.
Castle? What?
Collect yourself, Cybermate. You're coming in.
Excuse me, is this Casablanca?
Who wants to know?
Yo! Did you see that guy?
Hey! I got 3 tickets with your name on them for tonight's Harvest Moon Ball. That's ball, as in fun, fun, fun. You wanna go?
I don't think so. We're looking for Castle Blanca.
Well, stop looking. You're here. Last chance. You want these tickets or not?
Not.
Ah, you'll be sorry.
This is either the world's largest costume party, or we're in serious trouble.
Somehow, I don't think we're gonna get any candy in this neighborhood.
Over here.
Mother B!
Hacker is here. He has Dr. Marbles.
Where?
In castle. He's in the castle. You must find him by midnight. Make sure it's by the light of the full moon.
But where is he, Motherboard? Which castle?
Castle. He's in the castle.
But there's so many of them. Where do we go first?
Bada bing, bada boom!
Digit!
It's 1 o'clock, 11 hours before the midnight of the full moon.
Didge, you all right?
I hate when this happens.
Guys, we don't have much time. Motherboard said we have to find Hacker's Castle before midnight of the full moon, and that's tonight.
Jax, you saw how many castles are out there. We can't check every one. It'll take forever.
So how are we gonna find Hacker? We need information on where his castle is.
Somebody who lives here must have seen him.
Mean tall guy with a cape? How could you miss him?
Didge is right, you couldn't. How about a survey? We'll ask people in town if they've seen him and where.
Great idea. We'll describe Hacker to as many people as we can and keep track of their answers.
A survey? It could work, but we'll need some way to record our results.
Get your Castle Blanca maps, pins, t-shirts, sweater vests, and tablecloths. Get them here and get them now.
Excuse me? Hi. Can we have a couple of maps?
Thank you. Let's split up so we can ask more people.
Sometimes the depth of my evil genius astounds even me. And with the amazing Gigabyte at my side, I'll be unstoppable. Cyberspace will be mine!
Message error. Message error.
Silence! Come midnight, you'll think quite differently. When I transfer your brain power directly into Gigabyte circuitry, it will be only a matter of time until I destroy Motherboard once and for all!
No matter how you downgrade me, hacker, you'll never defeat Motherboard.
Ha! Screwdriver. That, you senseless circuit breakers!
Screwdriver? Right, boss. Screwdriver.
Sorry to interrupt, but have you, seen a tall, creepy guy in a cape?
Creepier?
Okay. Forget creepy. Just tall with a cape.
There.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a large, kind of ugly person with a purple cloak anywhere around here?
Large, ugly, purple cloak. Yeah, oh, bad. Saw him 2 nights ago right here.
Thank you.
Boy, this place is weird.
Here's our results.
Now let's get organized. Okay, out of the 52 creatures we asked, 27 said they saw someone who fit Hacker's description.
And 25 didn't.
But some of those who said they saw him were confused about where they saw him.
And don't forget that guy with the thorns on his nose. I still don't know what he said.
Okay, look. I think we've got enough answers so that even if there are some mistakes, we should still find out what we need to know. Let's check the maps.
Wow. Looks like those who saw Hacker saw him all over the place.
Look closer at the data. Maybe there's a pattern. Yeah, look. There's a cluster of sightings right here, within a block or two of Slime Street and Ooze Avenue.
And there's a bunch in the same place on this map.
Slime and Ooze!
2 maps, same cluster, same location. Gotta be Hacker.
Let's go.
Hurry, the full moon's rising!
Since when is Hacker into bats?
It's open!
I'll wait here.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Look! A tall man in a cape!
Ha! Hacker!
Good evening. Welcome to my castle.
That's not Hacker. It's Dracula!
You just in time to eat your dinner.
Run for your lives!
8 o'clock, midnight in just 4 more hours.
Higher! Higher! Careful! The second mirror must be set precisely at the right angle to reflect all the power of the moon's rays.
I'm pulling!
As usual, your plan will never work.
Au contraire, At midnight, when the full moon is overhead, Gigabyte will be born. And in case you haven't noticed, you're in no position to tell me if my plan will work or not work. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that.
Sorry, boss.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll fix it.
Boss?
So how come our survey found Dracula instead of Hacker?
Got me.
I'm stumped.
Maybe we got lousy information. Oops, sorry.
Ah, there you are.
That's it. Oh, Earthlies.
Not now, Didge. We're trying to figure out what went wrong with our survey.
Look over there.
Hey, those two sort of look like how we described Hacker. Mean and tall with a cape.
I think I said cloak instead of cape, and I know I said ugly instead of mean, but come on, Hacker is ugly.
Well, you weren't the only one, Didge. I did say large once or twice instead of tall.
I know I said creepy once, but I took it back.
That's our problem. Because we asked different questions, we found different people.
And we found Dracula because he looked the most like all the things we said.
We need to be more specific. We need to describe Hacker in more detail and ask exactly the same questions.
You mean we have to do our survey all over again?
If we expect to find Hacker, we do.
Look, his skin is green, right?
And he's got a big, pointy chin.
Bingo! We ask who's seen a tall guy with a cape, green skin, and a pointy chin. That ought to narrow it down. Let's do it!
Only one problem. How are we going to find everyone at night?
Tickets! Get your Harvest Moon Ball tickets! Everyone in Casablanca's gonna be here!
That's it! We can collect our data right here! You heard what he said! Everyone's going to be at the ball!
Hey, mister! How about some tickets?
Frank, have you seen a tall green man with a cape and a pointy chin anywhere around town?
Where?
Thanks!
Tall green man with a cape and a pointy chin? Never saw him.
Well, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
No, you didn't.
Where did you see him?
On the corner of Grizzly and Murky.
When were we ever at Grizzly and Murky?
Yesterday.
Where was I?
Thanks, guys.
Have you seen a tall green man with a cape and a pointy chin? Where did you see him? Thanks.
Have you seen a tall green man with a cape and a pointy chin?
Our sightings are all over the map.
Ours too!
And no clusters.
But we asked the same questions this time. What's up?
Maybe Hacker's not even here.
Time out. We can compare the data, and maybe then we'll get a better idea of where Hacker was sighted. It's all the same kind of data. Maybe then we'll get a better idea of where everybody saw Hacker. What have we got?
Look at all these sightings bunched together. 5 of them right here.
But that looks like a swamp or something. We're looking for a castle, remember?
Maybe we just thought we were looking for a castle. Gotta go with the information that's here.
Okay, let's go for it.
It's the Grim Reaper.
I'm gonna take a closer look.
You are right, Jackie. The answer to our question was hidden inside the data.
The cluster of data nailed him. Let's go.
You sure this one'll work, Buzz?
Don't worry. We'll be ready by midnight.
I think Buzz and Elite are heading inside Hacker's castle.
Come Come on! Maybe we can sneak inside behind them.
Let's follow him.
Pull! 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 Perfect. The boss will be so happy.
You don't truly believe this ridiculous scheme is going to work, do you?
You mean, do I believe the hacker can actually transfer your brain power into gigabyte circuitry? Gee, I don't know.
Oh no! I gotta tell the others! You won't believe it! They've got the dock hooked to this giant monster gigabyte, and the hacker's gonna use the moon's power to transfer the dock's brain into the monster!
Hacker's going to what?
Use Marble's brains to make a monster!
No!
It's true.
Quick, before Hacker gets back, let's storm the castle.
Halt!
Who said that?
I did. You have a problem with that?
Who are you?
I'm in charge of the castle grounds. Nobody passes without my permission.
Listen, you have to let us by. We have to stop a power-hungry reject who's been wrecking cyber sites everywhere.
And who might that be?
His name's Hacker, and he's about to create Gigabyte inside your castle. A monster he'll use to help take over all of cyberspace.
And how do you know this hacker is in my castle?
It's a long story.
Make it short. I like short.
All we knew was that Hacker was in a castle in Casablanca, but we didn't know which one.
So we asked if anyone had seen a tall green man with a cape and a pointy chin.
We marked the results of our survey on this map, and it showed that most of the ones we asked saw Hacker right here.
What about all these other places? How do you know he wasn't here, or here?
Well, we didn't. He might have been, but since most people saw him here, it seemed like the best plan was to look here first.
And it was. We found Hacker's cybercraft and trailed one of his stooges right here to your castle.
All right, it sounds logical. But I wasn't born yesterday, you know. What was that?
Maybe now you'll believe us. Let's go!
Wait for me! So much for the second mirror.
What are we gonna do now, Buzzy? It's almost midnight. What are we gonna do?
Maybe the boss won't notice. Let's get this stuff out of here.
You two are pathetic. If Hacker is successful in bringing Gigabyte to life, he'll dump you both in the recycle bin.
Is that true, Buzz? Would the boss do that? Would he?
Well, you know, the hacker does have a mean streak.
You're right. How many times has he said to me, "You nickel-plated twit, you distasteful dunce bucket"?
Well, let's get out of here.
Whoa, this guy is awesome.
Hurry! It's midnight!
You dare impede greatness. Out of my way, children.
It's midnight! The full moon is overhead!
Let there be light! My mirror! Where's my other mirror?
Uh-oh.
Give my creation light!
I'll get it, boss!
Yes!
No!
Yes! Speak to me, Gigabyte! Speak!
You nickel-plated twit!
What was that?
You distasteful dunce bucket!
It can't be! It can't be!
Gigabyte got Delete's brain instead of Dr. Marble's.
Grab the duck!
Stop!
This way!
After them! We need marbles to repeat the experiment while the moon is still full! Come, Gigabyte!
We're trapped!
You've been wrinkling my cable long enough.
Halt! You're trespassing, and you're a repulsive little runt! Out of my way!
Oh no!
Man!
Once again, you've preserved the safety of cyberspace. Motherboard is grateful.
Indeed, I am. Many roads lead to Casablanca, but only one leads to Hacker's Castle. And you found it.
Thanks, Mother B.
Here's looking at you, kids.
Pretty amazing what can happen when you organize your data the right way, huh? The brown spots mark the houses that gave out chocolate.
And it looks to me like there's twice as many right here.
So what are we waiting for? Let's put on some costumes and T.O.T.
T-O-T?
Aw, that's an easy one. Trick or treat!